if you haven't noticed, we're in the thick of the cold and flu season. And on top of a new COVID variant floating around as well. So today we want to talk about ways to boost your immunity and how you can fuel it through the food that we eat.
I love this. Joining us once again is registered dietitian and nutritionist, friend of the show, Maya Feller, looking fabulous.
Oh, yeah, I'm liking this.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
You both are looking
Welcome back.
fantastic as well.
We are trying. I just have to say, so we've been doing segments with you now for the better part of 2 years.
Yes.
And I feel like we do our tiny bit to inform our viewers that preventative medicine really is in your home.
Very important, too.
That's absolutely right.
It's in your refrigerator.
That's right.
So let's get to it first before we have to spend a lot of money on amoxicillin.
Right.
And all the other.
We don't want to get to that point.
And all that other stuff.
Yeah.
How do we not?
Yeah.
So, it's really interesting. When we're thinking about the common cold and the flu, there isn't one particular superfood or thing that is going to fight that cold or stave it off. I really like to think about it in the context of whole body health, right? Okay. For people who have things like diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, my question is always, how do you manage those conditions so that when you do get sick, you don't have adverse outcomes? So I really like to see people actually, just as you said, looking into their refrigerator, looking into their day-to-day patterns as really that way to address their immune health.
So we're talking gut health here.
100%.
So, and what do we need to put into our gut to build up this immunity? I know you said not specifically one thing, but what's an overall plan all of us should have during the season?
So I like to remind people that the gut is the largest immune mediator in the body, meaning that what's happening in your gut actually expresses how your body thinks about health. Fiber, 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 and more fiber, right? That is the way that we increase the colonic bacteria, the good bugs that are in your gut that help you express that health.
Now we're showing here on this graphic dandelion greens.
Yes.
Ancient grains. Can you tell our viewers what exactly are ancient grains? What are you putting in there?
So I have to give a shout out to dandelion greens first. So I know that people are like, what are dandelion greens?
They grow along the side of the hutch.
Yes.
Yeah, there you
100.
go. You can grab those.
Go and forage. Go get your greens.
Just as long as the raccoons haven't been on them. But anyway, yes.
Okay, so ancient grains are things like fonio, quinoa, teff. They have the full amino acid profile, so it's a complete plant-based protein. They're also boosted, filled with tons of nutrients. So I really love ancient grains, and they've got great fiber.
What about farro? Does that fall? Farro is in there or no?
So farro is in there, and I do like it.
I love farro.
Oh my goodness, I think it's wonderful. And I think it can be a nice base to a grain-based salad with fruits, veggies mixed in together. I like that quite a bit.
What are you thinking? Okay.
I like to make a teff flatbread.
A teff flatbread. Look at you bringing teff into it now.
I'm eating like my ancestors.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you are.
Yeah. I've been listening to you.
There you go.
I think it's safe to say when we get sick, we all know, eat half your vitamin C.
More vitamin C. You're popping vitamin C pills. Is that really zinc? What is that?
Well, so here's the thing that's really interesting. Vitamin C and zinc actually have the possibility to shorten the duration as well as the severity of the cold. So it's the common cold, right? Not the flu. So if you start taking zinc and vitamin C at the onset of that illness, it'll be a little bit shorter and a little bit less severe.
How much are we talking? Because we were just mentioning during the break that I got COVID right before Christmas. And my neuroscientist boyfriend immediately shoved vitamin C. He's like, this is not going to cure you, but it might buy you some time.
Exactly.
So how much should you take on a daily basis? And how much should you take when you've got
It can irritate the stomach somewhat, though, vitamin C.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that I like to remind people is that it's water soluble. So when you see that bright yellow coming out of you, you're just actually excreting the vitamin C. Doesn't mean that it's working, right? It just means your body's taking...
Don't be alarmed. Just like when you have beets.
Exactly.
Or
asparagus.
Exactly, right? So what I usually say to people is, first of all, talk to your healthcare provider, but second of all, 1,000 milligrams per day can be great, and you can go up to 2,000 or 3,000 milligrams, but take it easy if you start to notice any adverse outcomes.
What about your children?
So for kids, that's where I say we've really got to individualize, and we have to look at the kids. This is where you might want to think about actually increasing their citrus, things like potatoes, their leafy greens. I know it's hard. Many kids are not eating those foods, but what I like to say is, mix it into the things that they already love so that it's getting into their body.
Yeah.
Before we say goodbye, you have a new cookbook coming out. Tell us a little bit about that real quick.
Okay, Eating
Very
from Our
exciting.
Roots. I'm so excited. It is available everywhere that books are sold, currently for pre-order right now, on sale on the 24th of January. It is really a look at eating from your roots,
Oh, look at this.
getting into healthy food ways from cultures around the globe. Just like you said you like to make that.
Tap.
There you go. There you go. Eat like your ancestors.
Yeah, I love
Be
it.
looking for that.
Love it. Maya, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, Maya.
And always chock full of information.
And we will see you soon, I'm sure.
Don't forget to follow Maya on Instagram at Maya Feller RD. You can also find nutrition advice and recipe ideas on her website, mayafellernutrition.com.